Oh, so long, Bowser. Thank you so much for playing my game.
What up? How we doing? I'm not muting this time. Oh yeah, you get that? You get the full thing? Look at the shine. Look at the glisten. Look at the glisten. Why has Valorant gifted you 220 subs? Ask not why has Valorant gifted you 220 subs. Ask instead, why have yourself not gifted 220 subs? Nailed it. Beastin, there, the 49 months. Can I get myself a...
And get myself enough fear.
Can
Thank
get
you for
myself
being
enough
less
fear.
than 3 fear 7.
Can get myself enough fear. So are you full? Have you gotten enough? What up, what up, what up? Start game? Chill, bros, chill. I told him to give me about... Is that a super chat? Wait a second. The YouTube alerts are so infrequent. Let's play it again. Whoa! Chandler with the $10 super chats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You've had enough fear already for this stream? Dude, we barely even started. We barely even started. Raziers is live. I told them that I needed about 20 minutes. That was a lie. That was probably more than I really needed. All because I just wanted to hang out with you guys. You know what I mean? Just want to have a fun time with my boys. Raziers versus Warden. What we're not going to have is Diaz playing any 1v1 today. Because he turns out he could not play. I don't know why you were just aggressive. I was they're dealing with Zimmy. First off, my mod for this chat to bring it into the right tab doesn't work. So it's like all barely visible for my YouTube chat now. But yeah, Zimmy's already making enemies over in the YouTube chat. Oh, just the boys? I guess I'll see myself out. Did I say boys? I never say boys. Did I say boys? Yeah, that being said, only the boys. Everyone else out. You can stay. You're a boy. Whoa! Lamine Zamal, aka Zimmy, with a $5 super chat, but it comes with strings attached, I'm sure. Fear, please unban me on the Twitch. I've changed for the better, trust me. 2 messages ago, he was antagonizing a YouTube chatter. But he then gave me $5 and money talks, you know? Money talks. Chat? You guys know what to decide. Do we unban Zimmy? Yes? No? Type now! Vote on your keyboards. Do you want Zimmy back? He's been in the YouTube chat for a while. 1 is unbanned. 2 is no, keep him in the YouTube chat. Money talks. What can I say? These pockets run deep. I mean, maybe we should wait and see how deep the pockets run, you know? One, bring him back. 2, keep him banned. The YouTube chat is voting yes. Yes, unban him. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. He'll be gone in no time. I can feel it already. It does seem like even though he's been voted back, he will be gone in no time. Zimior Boostarel is back. Have fun dealing with him. You guys voted for this. You guys voted for this. And I voted for a little bit of Rocket League today. Listen, I know we all had fun on the coding stream yesterday, but not every stream can be a coding stream. I'm sorry, chat. Not everyone can be, okay? Sometimes you have to just do a run-of-the-mill snoozer Rocket League stream. Yo, yo. Anyone care what color they get? I know Reserves has liked to do 7 in the past. I'm guessing he probably wants to do 5. I might ask him if they want to do 7. Reserves wants blue. I already had him on blue. That works out well for me. 5 or 7, I'll ask them. Lahart, maybe the 49 months, tier 1. Warden wants 5. 5 it is. Whoever picks the lower amount is given their guaranteed show match length. Let's get it. Here we go. Warden has brought his way all the way to number 4 on the leaderboard. He is the youngster that everybody is excited to watch play. 14-year-olds out of Saudi Arabia. A 14-year-old, I should say. And he is looking for the toughest matchups he can get. So today he's going to play Raziers. He's probably played Raziers a couple times in ranked as he tries to pre-jump him here. And then the ball gets popped over the top of him. But we'll see how he does in show match format. I want to say Warden must have been grinding a little bit today as he seemed to rise up in MMR. He had been up as high as top 4 before, but fell down, a little bit towards the bottom of the top 10, but seems to be in the zone. And he's ready for a best of 5 against a top player in EU. A player that I believe finished top 6 due to matching up against Raziers in the, Zen in the lower bracket, courtesy of Osoft. As Raziers drops this down, this one's going to be easily eaten up and not quite countered though, as Raziers makes it there. Warden did not make it to top 8, I don't think. I think he lost out to Willie in the GSL stage, but I think he's improved a ton even since he played those matches. Nugget says he doesn't mind doing show matches in the future, by the way. He said he didn't know how to get on your matches, so if you need future matches, you can reach out to him. Maybe not today, though. You're talking about the Nugget who's been on my matches many times and has, like, me on Steam and Discord? He could just hit me up. Sleesbury! Save the gifted over to Zimmy. Warden trying to be unpredictable in defense is not really working right now, as Raziers is just backflipping over the top of him. Warden, again, did watch his MENA Grand Final film, though, and loves his front flip kickoff on the straight spawn. Warden dancing behind this ball while Raziers sits and waits. This is Raziers' lobby right now until Warden starts to dictate in some way. But Raziers gets a demo, tapping off the back wall, 5-0. Raziers in the zone. Warden thought maybe he was going to get a kickoff possession for the first time. Raziers pinches away, although he actually is going to get a strong possession. Don't love the way he started this dribble. He had to aerial back to the ball just to get any sort of touch on it. You need to be so much more natural if you want to score. And speaking of natural, Raziers is a natural in the air, one of the more mechanical 1v1 players, and he loves himself a little breezy flick to make it 6-0. The youngster facing some adversity here in this show match. Was saying he wanted to play as good of an opponent as possible. Raziers is here to be that good opponent, be that test. His last match was actually a loss, though. Had him up against Red Mob, another top 6 EU player. Red Mob proved to be too much. But that is not stopping Warden on his grind. Razier's to the ceiling. And gets the reset shot and in. 7-0. Razier's is live. If you guys ever want to watch Razier's POVs, often live during these show matches like Moxie. And I think he just recently went live. Saw him training, warming up. Warden is going to get a kickoff goal to get the Brazil. But it actually is still, you know, more than half the game left if Warden wanted to try and bring it back. It feels like Razier's is borderline just in free play. Like he booted up the stream, got into free play, maybe warm up. I don't know if he'd been playing before, but he's continued that free play into the beginning of this show match. And we'll see if he's able to keep it going all the way into a sweep like this. Warden, low 50 to get his second. He's only got kickoff goals. Zen beat him 12-2. Are you talking about Razier's? Did one of the games go 12-2 in Zen's favor? I'm trying to remember. Razier's taking this dribble low because he sees Warden prepping on the ceiling. Doesn't want to bring the ball up to him. Razier's just been given absolutely no reason to sweat or worry about this game yet at all. Only kickoffs have gone Warden's way in order to get his 2 goals. And every other open field play has ended up going Razier's way, and this is going to be no different right here as he races to the ball, wins this one to the back wall, and we'll double it in. And Warden wants to go next. I wasn't sure if Warden was going to try and power through, but with a minute 55 left to go, Warden needs a mental reset. He's letting Razier's have game number 1, 9-2 at the start of this best of 5. First off, I need to start saving replays again. Now that Bacchus mod doesn't do it for me. Can we speed up Warden when he's behind? As we find out yesterday, it might not even help. Or as we found out, I should say. Game number 2. Razier's and Warden. Oh, Warden's going to score first in the new game. He got 2 whole goals in the last game. He's already gotten half of that here. What a nice pre-flip shot from Warden. It gets a little bit of touch from Razier's, but it finds its way in. Somebody was asking how old I am. I'm about 2.25 Wardens. So just go based off of that, you know, without doing the actual math in my head of where that would put me. I am much, much older than Warden. As Warden's going to get a second goal. He's now matched his scoring output in the 27 seconds of game number 2. Warden, oh, super aggressive, and it pays off. Chasing down this ball. Oh, can't miss a wave dash, though. He wanted the wall dash at 0 boost out to midfield to, you know, get a dish in. Maybe if he doesn't miss a dash ever. Warden is just a new player. I don't understand. This is normally behavior I feel like I've seen from a lot of North American 1v1ers, where they'll forfeit an early game where they're getting destroyed instead of trying to power through, and then they just prove that it was maybe the right choice when they just become a whole new person in the next game. That is Warden right now, who almost dished a ball in for a 4th goal. But he's got 3 as Razier's gets faked, and then Warden 50s to make it 4. Warden, another kickoff goal, 5-0. What is going on? He's trying to get to 9 goals faster than Razier's did. The only way to regain control of the series, to show that he's a real threat, is to score as many as possible. Almost got a touch there. Warden 50, but it's going to be Razier's goal. Warden, always slight delay, front flip wave dash kickoff. Razier's punishes him for it though. We let Zimmy back into the chat, and now the entire talk is again about Nupo, even though he's not playing in this match. Razier's trying to double jump over the top of Warden. Razier's just going low 50 after low 50 after low 50, trying to break through. Warden has used, recoveries to make up for that. My goodness. Razier says, if I see you go into that corner, I'm not going there with you. I'm just going to cut this away. Warden tried to backflip to get back in the play, but still a Razier's goal. I think that's 3 straight for Razier's now. Warden has clean zap dashes and wall dashes. Reset right near ceiling height. A fake musty. Not sure if intentional or not, but the follow-up is going to be good as he gets enough movement on it to force the own goal. Warden flipped away from the ball. I mean, potentially, based on what I've seen him do before, you could make an argument for intentional fake. He's going to fake this kickoff, but Razier is going to be the one who likely gets control here. I don't think Warden's going to dive. He's going to back off. He actually convinced Razier's to give the ball away. Is Warden going to try and go get another reset here to bring this back? At the very least, just enable him to get a better 50, but still not good enough. Razier's doing a really good job of punishing the positions that Warden has put himself in. And he's teaching Warden valuable lessons about, when to extend a possession versus when to start playing defense a little bit earlier. Warden just trying to power the shot in. It works! 7-4 for Warden. Razier's probably thinking he had a little bit more time here as he goes to pick up the 100. Warden has already taken the shot. 114 kilometers per hour as he goes through. Warden flipping into the reset. Tried to get a really ambitious 50. And this should be... Oh, this is not as free as it needed to be for Razier's. Razier's going to play keep away, though, and get his goal all the same. I felt like Razier's could have just rolled that in if he had been more careful about his touches across the field, but he's not going to have to sweat that too much as he still gets his goal shortly after. Seems to have a good read on the fact that Warden likes to go top speed and challenge everything, so he's prepared to flip it around him. Sometimes that includes those backflip flicks near the goal line that we've seen a couple times. That time it was popping it off the wall as soon as he knew the challenge was headed his way. Warden doing his best to use that speed to keep possession right now. And this first touch is abysmal. I mean, there's no other way to put it. This is not a good first touch. Warden's going to try and make it work, and a double reset pogo might have been the only way. This is a much better first touch from Razier's. A lot less influence the ball needs to find its way to net, but Warden somehow got that save. Razier's picks up the 100 and will be able to undercut Warden and steal even more. Warden's going to have to back off. Warden electing to go to that side boost on the other side of the field. Razier's into the air. Resets. Another flick or just into the ground 50. Man, Warden's done well to stop these. Previously, Razier's was scoring on every single one. This time, it's going to be Warden who saves and gets a counter. First time he's done that, I believe. It's mostly been Razier's being able to do that. Warden seeing Razier's go to take his boost. Tried to just boom the ball out to the other side of the field. He overshot it, so he wasn't going to have the angle. And then he needed to just recognize that. I mean, this is like maybe a learning process for Warden a bit. He needs to understand that, sometimes the play is lost and there's nothing else to do but try and keep the possession going. Razier's, you know, he's making the mistakes right now of training Warden. Showing him exactly when he can and can't get away with things. Ooh, nice dish off the wall. Making Warden even stronger. Do I think Warden will go pro? Yeah, Warden definitely seems like he's on track. I'm not sure how much threes Warden has played, but he certainly plays his ones in a style that feels translatable. Warden flick. Far too weak. Isn't going to be able to gain possession. Might be able to slow down Razier's. Try to go for the demo. Razier's thought he had a power shot opportunity, and Warden did well to cut that off. Cannot stop this, and so Razier's has the window open. A chance to get 2 goals in 9 seconds. Razier's, ooh, delayed kickoff. Gets bumped out of this. I don't even think a wave dash. Oh, wait! Warden seemed like he challenged this really weird. So I thought it left open an opportunity for Razier's, but ultimately it didn't work out. 10-7. Warden bounces back after losing 9-2, forfeiting with multiple minutes left on the clock. Warden has made the adjustments necessary to get to the end of the game with the lead. Will Warden try for a horchata flick? I don't know what that is. Game 3. Razier's and Warden. Razier's not going to try and score on what might have been a kickoff win, instead electing to bail out of it. The exact kind of decision making that his opponent maybe isn't quite the best at. Warden trying sometimes too much to score, it feels. But I've talked about this before with newer players, often younger players, very willing to make mistakes and try things that it seems like a lot of the older players, a little bit more set in their ways, are not willing to do. And it leads to new play styles and potentially new pushes of the meta forward. It also can often lead to just, never truly realizing potential because you aren't able to make it work. So it is a risk that Warden has taken, I feel like, with the way he plays. Calculated one at that, as he's got number 4 on the leaderboard. I'd say it's already working, at least to some degree. But Razier's back up 2-0. This is what we saw happen in game 1. Razier's just run it up until it was unplayable. Warden has a reset. Ooh, nice snap dash recovery. Flick wants a bump on Razier's. Man, snap dashing with almost every landing. Again, trying to force this back. Oh my goodness, the pre-flip from Warden. Maximum speed at all times. Uses snap dash to get to this 50 and then pre-flips and holds the speed flip perfectly to get out to the ball ahead of Razier's. Warden, kickoff win, try to front flip to push it forward. Razier's reacting quickly anytime he thinks Warden might be challenging. Warden has been surprising him. Well, I say surprising him. A couple times he's been surprising him, but Razier's has also read a lot of early challenges really well and is hoping to get more opportunities to just pop the ball early and get free nets. Razier's in the air. Resets, wave dash, tried to cut it away. Warden has that save. Razier's doesn't have an angle for an immediate shot, so he's back up to the midfield. Warden trying not to use his boost as he's wall dashing. Gets Razier's to go down to the ground and then challenges that well. Back flipping the ball away while he picks up just a little bit more. Braziers, interesting. Wants a ground dribble. Wants to force the ground game. Maybe an air dribble bump. Warden staying active and staying close enough to the play to not allow that. Although Braziers, can Braziers score here? Zap dash recovery. Ooh, Warden. Seemed like he turned away from the save. Fortunately for him, the post will help him. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Braziers knows that Warden is just trying to zip around the map. And if Braziers can get these little pokes that get him to miss, then he can get himself free opportunities. Braziers popping this one up into the air and down into the ground. Sinski's trying to force the ground game. Feels good about his advantage in the ground game, maybe against Warden. As Warden air dribble reset, uses it right away, trying to carry over the top, and it works. A mix-up. Oftentimes you see players get a reset and hold on to it for a long time. You actually see Braziers creeping in right in that moment after he got the reset, expecting him to go to the ground, maybe protect the ball. But instead, Warden immediately uses it. Pulls up into the air over the top of Braziers. Warden, shot is in, and he's equalized. Warden taking this one, oh my goodness, to the back wall, passing himself off the ceiling, gets another reset. How many is he gonna go for? Warden, ooh, makes it back in time. That's impressive even there. Not letting that be a goal for Braziers is something in itself. As Warden, what is he doing? He's confusing me. Slamming the ball to the ceiling and then booming it away. Almost got a goal from it. Braziers, reset 50 is going to allow him to stick around and eventually get his goal. You're better than Warden. Type 1 if you're better than Warden. Just want to get an idea. Braziers pinching this away. Warden takes to the air. Sees Braziers coming to challenge. Interesting. Gets the reset and then has to backflip to wave dash and land. Something that he has to do, you know, improvisationally, I would say. I don't know if that makes sense. But he seems to have it immediately available, immediately ready to go. Warden now cutting down as he sees Braziers at ceiling heights, then back up into a dribble. He is just moving so quickly and playing keep away, reacting to where Braziers is positioning defensively, and then finding a way to get over the top of him. Braziers flipping back, controlling back corner boost. Oh, and the midfield boost. He's getting all of it in the last 40 seconds. This could be a big advantage for him, although Warden actually has more than enough. Maybe he didn't get that midfield, and it just seemed that way. Braziers side flip. Wasn't able to corral it and keep it in front of the net. But he has a favorite plan, which is take advantage of an early challenge from Warden, pop it over the top of him, and then try and score an open net. Warden right now is so far out of position. No way he gets back, right? I mean, we see has no boost as well. I don't know what he was expecting to do here. Oh, landed in the ceiling. But that wave dash was the only problem. I mean, it was a pretty good recovery, all except for the final jump wave dash deeper into the corner. That one needed to be something to the back wall to keep himself available defensively. But kickoff in favor of Braziers. Doesn't need to do much. He is going to musty it away. And now Warden will get one last chance. Pushes the ball forward. Wait a second. This is in the air, and it's in! Warden has equalized. Braziers tried to challenge early and dispossess him, but Warden slams the ball forward and then flies back to it to get one more touch. The ball does not hit ground. Warden finds his way into the nets. We've got an equal game in game number 3. OT. Warden loses the kickoff as Braziers will be the first to control. At ceiling height, has a reset. Will he flick? No. Wave dash shot. Denied. Braziers has boost, but so does Warden. Warden over the top of the ball is not where he wants to be. Pogo! to put it over the top of Raziers, and Warden steals game number 3. Warden flies back down and pokes it over the top to make it a game win and a series lead for the 14-year-old Saudi Arabian. My goodness. Let's go to Utopia Coliseum. How many show matches has he lost? He's just lost 1 to Red Mob. From my memory. But he's also only like 2-1, 3-1. I think he hasn't played like a ton yet. Game 4, Warden and Raziers. Warden absolutely stealing a game at the end of game number 3 in order to get 2 in a row. And doing it his way as Raziers hook shots to the top shelf and rolls it back into his corner, trying to play a little bit of that keep away game that Warden was playing. That side flip though probably was because he felt like he was losing the ball. Otherwise, I don't think he would want to side flip that early. It's clearly just going to launch the ball over to Warden, but it might be better than letting it fall off the top of his car. So that's the only reason why. I think that's why he went for it. Reset, wave dash, shot fake. Warden has done a good job stopping these, but he won't be able to get back to stop the second one. Good fake. It did pull Warden too far towards that left post from Warden's POV. Warden, did he just get a goal? Wow. You don't see these very often at the highest level, but Raziers, interesting, trying to force it left, it would seem. Maybe even going for a wave dash kickoff. It's hard to tell what he was going for because watching it in slow-mo is sometimes weird. But either way, it's going to be a Warden goal. Warden trying to flick top right. Good placement here. It's not the most powerful position to put the ball, but it's recognizing Raziers is not going to be able to get up and make that play. Warden, another straight kickoff win. Raziers, I should have watched from Raziers' POV. Delay wave dash kickoff from Warden. Was that because he front flipped to the ball again? Okay, this is the Warden specialty. These resets that pop the ball off the side wall. There's a few different players in MENA really doing it that we saw. I think Hassam, the Rocky player, was doing it. Aban was doing it. Rada likes to do it. Warden maybe has had the most success with them. This time nothing comes of it. He does at the very least get possession back, which is, you know, maybe the first stage of bringing new mechanics or new abilities into top tier gameplay. Can you do it? Maybe one of the early steps at all, whether you get scored on or not. But right after that is can you at least get away with it? You know, can you try it without getting scored on? That's that's an important step. And once you have that step, you can really try and work it in a bit more. Raziers going to have 2 goals in a row, make it 3-3. Zach is back, name of the gifted, to Zilm. Raziers has been playing keep away for a bit now. He has been in control of the ball. Oh my goodness, how is that a save? It doesn't matter, right? Surely, because Raziers will get the follow-up. But Warden, I don't get how that it was a save, but it was. Could I beat Appjack even if you had a 15-goal lead? 15 it would be a sweet spot where I could maybe win a game or two, I'd say. Warden, full field air dribble. Reset catch. And flick for a fourth. Raziers has 100 boost, but it almost gets launched down. Warden almost like forcing himself down with that reset extra quickly. Raziers lobbing this one up to top shelf, but gets saved, and then Warden is going to counter. 5-4 for Warden. Warden, what is this kickoff? Talk about trying new things that you don't see very often, taking risks. That kickoff is certainly one of them. Warden felt like he got way too far underneath the ball, but managed to get a good touch. He's using all these dashes. Look at this play from Warden. This is why dashing can be so important. Raziers and Warden both on low boost. Warden on actually 0. It's not going to show all of it, but using dashes like crazy to get some speed and get to the ball to set up that shot. Pause. 2:13. Raziers getting some lag here. How you guys doing? Doing well? Don't talk to us? What else am I supposed to do? One thing I really like to do is tab the scoreboard, because that way people don't think we're like effing right now. I think we just restart from kickoff. I don't think a second even came off the clock. Diagonal kickoff? Is it a conspiracy? Did Raziers DDoS himself because he doesn't like that specific kickoff so we could go to another one and get a diagonal? If it was a conspiracy, it wasn't a smart one, because he did lose the ensuing kickoff, and it's a double reset bump as Raziers allows a 7th goal. Warden getting that second reset, using it to fend off Raziers. Raziers not going to this kickoff. We'll send it into the backboard, and Warden will take it into his back corner. Going for Diaz challenge across the field. What is this? I mean, the finishes that he gets are so unorthodox. I would give up on most players saying they have no chance of scoring, but Warden at least a couple times has made us believe. This time, though, he was denied. We were right to think he was crazy. Oh my goodness, Warden placing himself where he expects the shot to go. It doesn't work this time. he just went off the wall early and then backflip to make that save, and he just double jumps. He just surely Razier's gonna shoot quickly. I'll just double jump. Raziers plays it a bit slower. Feer, you're honestly impressive to find talent prospects for show matches. Listen, the top 100 leaderboard does everything for me. You know, you just grind high in one's ranked and you get a sense of who's up there. Warden just grinded. He's doing all the hard work. I shouldn't be, you know, given really any credits. Warden cutting Raziers away, gets a reset. Look at these chain dashes. 0 boost. Warden doesn't care! You can't get to him! He just stays away and gets himself a goal. Raziers doing his best to try and chase him down. But not only is Warden staying at top speed, he's able to get the perfect lined up shot across the field in order to score from it. It's one thing to go fast. It's a whole other. What is Warden doing, dude? What is Warden doing? Warden is starting to feel good with a 4-goal lead, it would seem. And he's just going for anything. He's freestyling out on the map. Raziers could still bring it back, though. Oh, Warden, good challenge. Raziers got a ton of power off that post. Warden, again, first touch. That is abysmal. There's no other way to put it. If he brings it back to net, it is all credit to him. He at least got it somewhat close. Zap dashing his way back to the ball. Wave dashing onto the ceiling. Then into the ball. Pogo! Backflip! Oh my goodness. Warden, when he's decided he's won, is a whole different Warden. clearly started to feel good about his lead here late in this game. And he's just trying to see if he can't get one more clip out of the match. That being said, Razier's got a 6th goal. Razier's zap dashing himself to get 100. I actually was almost expecting Razier's to go for a demo, a high demo. Instead, he lets Warden slam it against the back wall, and that doesn't work. He needed goals, he needed them faster. Chain dashing expedition, a dunk, and a 3-1 win. Razier's just drops the sorry and heads out. Seems like he had some tech issues maybe at the end of it. Definitely had some internet issues. GG's. I'll see if Warden wants to go again. I've been talking to him for a while, so there's a chance I have to leave this match. I can't type. I promise I was trying to say GG's. Want to go again if I find someone. Don't know if he'll want to or not. 81 prediction in favor of Razier's. My goodness, dude. We'll have ads right now. Either way. Do me versus Warden. If Corden, then happy. Maybe the 12 months. Soft Warden. I need to see if he even wants to play again. I was asking another player, a very strong player, if he wanted to play him.
DSC, Destroyer of Corn.
VIP coin flip for Gully-san. Yo. VIP coin flip. Let's do that right now. One sec. Sorry, the only reason why we're not ripping straight to it is because I'm sure you also would appreciate having a show match to watch. And I'm just trying to set that up. Okay, Goalie-san, what is it going to be? Heads or tails? You look great today. Please get Warden settings. Have you tried seeing how shiny your head is? It does shine real nice, dude. I wonder which lights are shining off of it. If I turn these lights, does it shine less? A little bit less. Did we get Goalie-san's answer?
Fear, your hair looks amazing today. Could you let me know what shampoo you're using?
It looks like people are typing tails. Yep, he says tails never fails. Chat, we're looking for tails! If we get tails on this coin flip, Goalie-san is a new VIP. If we get heads, not only is he not VIP, wasted all his points, it's also a 2-week timeout. Oh, no! Goalie-san. See you later, gamer. Tough
Dark
break,
versus Warden
dude.
1v1 must happen. Most dashes win, lol.
Dark versus Warden. We'll see, maybe one day. Right now, I have a top candidate. Sorry, this is for goalie. For another mage. Just love calling them mages, dude. Everyone remember May? Good times. Oh, he just got into a new game, which means he egoed the message. What if I sent him an invite? Would that be crazy? That'd be crazy, crazy, crazy behavior. The thing is, people, they do not disturb a ton. And so he might not have even read it. Let me see if he responded on Discord. All right. I'm doing it. Send him an invite just to let him know. He can say no. You should get in and kick Warden's butt. If we played on US West, so he had 300 ping and I got 10 goals, probably could win.
Fear, this is Head. When we are done with the mages, I need you to code something. I need temp head that I can use that gives someone of my choice. Head for 10 minutes whilst I go pooping. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
We are done with the matches. I need to code something. I need you to give temp head that I can use to give someone of my choice head for 10 minutes while I poop. Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. Zach is back. They've been gifted to Phantoms. What does Warden play on? He plays, what kind of controller? You want me to ask him? Everybody needs to know everything about Warden. What kind of controller do you use? Chat wants to know. Did we ask him this already? Your day is ruined? Fear, if you need me for a show match, don't be shy to reach out. I have a certain player in mind. I want him to at least say no first because he seemed mildly down. He has reason to want to play 1v1, if you ask me. To stay fresh. And if he's down, we'll do that. Otherwise, I think we have a backup. Okay. He plays on a PS5 controller, chat. Still sick? Dude, chat, do you guys get sick and then you're just done being sick? Because that couldn't be me. I'm literally sick forever.
Fear is mom, will I be timed out if I fail a coin flip?
Ask the chat. It's a good question for the chat. Do you get to be immune on a coin flip as the mom? I don't know. You currently have a VIP while you're the mom. Okay, we're pivoting. Let's see. Who else can we ask? Can someone link Fear's Discord?
This is for Sleaze Breeze.
You're trying to coin flip for somebody else? Is that what you're saying? This is for Sleaze Breeze? 1 second, chat. Okay? Give me a second. Okay?
Sleaze Breeze said not enough to Claire.
You should get Reddles, lol. Reddles is in NA. I doubt he went over the pond for EWC. So we'd have to play EU servers from, I believe, Texas. That ain't happening. We only have 5 minutes to start the game? Oh, you're talking about marbles.
Marbles.
Marbles! You might lose your mom if you run a marbles.
We have enough subs play.
We have enough subs for the next 5 minutes. All right. GG's. GG's. No more Warden games. Okay, now I'm not sure what we're going to do if we're not going to have a Warden game.
I will sacrifice my mom for chat play.
Ritals lives in North Carolina. Get him in the logs.
Yo! Tango! We're definitely good for marbles now. You know what we're not potentially good for? Is another match, necessarily. Akashi, they've been gifted over to Mecha RL. That hot milk fountain, dude. Flowing so free. I'm trying to open marbles chat, I swear. I don't know why it's not starting. I'm pressing the marbles. It says launching, but I'm not sure I believe it. Oh, we're like downloading an update or something. It's downloading some update. That's like 3 marbles back to back to back.
Scam.
All right, Warden is out of here. I'm not sure we have another match necessarily. I'll try for one though. Nachdan, thank you for the 100 bits. And Sleesbury, thank you for the 100 bits. Surely we can marbles here once it's done downloading content, whatever that means.
Meow meow meow.
Any more matches? I'm sending out a couple feelers. I'm feeling up potential players, you could say. And it's not looking good, if I'm being completely honest. Your top 100 out GC1? Put me against Red Mob, I'm slamming him. You know, chat, I've been doing some random other, you know, content ideas here and there where I give chat the ability to talk or whatever or make jokes to make, you know, YouTube videos. But then chat exclusively just makes DSC jokes, which no one will understand. They mean nothing. Chat's just like, DS Score 39. I'm like, if a random YouTube viewer would not understand this, this is not a joke. What's next? We're currently doing 2 things. 1, loading marbles. 2, we are waiting patiently for responses in case we're gonna have one more mage. But it's not looking super likely. We're hopefully gonna get mages tomorrow from like a KV1 or a Diaz, or maybe a Nassim Bali type angle. I'm also potentially going to do twos matches if I can convince Reveal and Scribbles to want to do them. I'll 1v1 you. Chat, we're also a sub away from a hype train, it looks like. You have 36 seconds to ignite the hype. We're 87% of the way downloading content on Marbles. I remember when Vacanus was an O, and now he's still O. Beast Mode and Dan versus Reveals and Scrib. Who wins? Reveals and Scribbles. This happened, essentially. Shroomy, thank you for the prime! What do you mean? Reveal and Scribbles played. Beast Mode and Dan was in that tournament, and Reveal and Scribbles won the tournament.
Through a sunny paradise with crowded beaches everywhere.
You got a note of a hype train here. Quick! Click into the Fear strain for the hype train. Kratos, they with the tier 1. Imagine I get
5 guys. Please don't tell my wife that
dance
involved
lights.
she can't find out. Za 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 za.
That's right. Dr. Fear still somehow doesn't know that I'm bald. Zigzagoo, they the 100 bits. It feels like heaven. Now I'm free. And all the boys, if you wanna feel the heat, which I do, just come along and play with me. Look at that dancing DSC. You can rank the teams at VWC. Whoa! Boys, boys, be my boys. Splash Tango, they're the 14 gifted again. Wait, what? I just booted up Marbles. It's trying to boot it up on like my vertical monitor. Why would it do that? Have some brains, Marbles, on stream. Not ready, honey. Boys, boys, be my boy. What is it doing? Game client is out of date. Game updates are now managed through Steam. Check the Steam client to make sure the game is up to date. I did that through Steam. Properties. Updates. Can I like verify integrity of game files? I'm verifying the integrity, chat, of the files. I'm releasing the files is what I'm trying to say. The files are being released right now for Marbles. All files validated. Now patching. Chat, do you guys just like get over your sicknesses right away? Because I'm more of like a extend it for 7 weeks kind of guy. Dude, it's not even the sinuses, it's deep in the lungs, dude. Live, thank you for the prime. All right, let's try it. I verified the integrity of the files. I released the files. The files have been released. The game is now booting, but on the incorrect monitor. Surely I can change that. Monitor 1. Apply. Okay, confirm. Monitor 2, apply. Okay, confirm. Let's do windowed full screen. Apply. Confirm. Back. Race. Random. Bang. Then you hit bang, then you hit bang. Next thing you know, chat's playing marbles. Arjun, they were gifting a sub to yourself, but on a different account. Only 5 subs to keep the hype train going, chat. It's time to type exclamation point play, and it's time to gift 5 subs to keep the arbitrary hype train going. Bum 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 bum. Ska na 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 ska ba blah ba da boop ska ba dee ska ba dee doo ba da ba 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 da boo. Da 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 ska da ba da 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 do ska ba dee ba da ba dee do. Ba da bum 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 bum. Ba da da dum. Da da ska da 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 da. Scoo da ba da be da boo. Do 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 do. Ska ba da ba da da da. I feel like I gotta get us another match with all the gifties. The hype train complete. 33 sub gifts. Thank you, Splash Tango, for the 28 gifted in bursts of 14. Sorry, I've been covering your guys' names as you sign up. I'm sure you've been trying to verify if you're in or not, and you haven't been able to. Skabadabadum. Ba-da. Ska-da-da-da-ba-da-da. Ski-da-ba-da-be-da-doo. Skibba-doo-ba-bee-ba-bree-da-boo. Ba-da-bum. Ski-bee-da. Ski-ba-da-boo. Skabada-boo. Skabada-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. I think people are just grinding some EU ranked right now. That's the sense I get. And when I say people, I mean not just EU people. Like, everybody is just grinding EU ranked because others are there, you know, for the EU LWC, the EWC LCQ. Y'all know what I'm saying? That's the sense I get. Do we know, is Matey at the LCQ? Ranked? I feel like when I'm watching Moxie, he says ranked like that.
Hopefully someone becomes the new mom. This mommy is always working.
You've been a great mommy, honestly, OM Josh. Just the right amount of influence, you know? Guide your people with a soft hand. Something like that. When is that LCQ? This weekend. I don't know if I'm going to be live the whole weekend, because I don't know if the beginning of the LCQ is going to be sleeper, or is the whole thing going to be good? Does anybody know, chat? Is the whole thing good, or is the beginning of it sleeper? Last chance qualifier. Do we get to see the practice? Surely the practice is out for this. Surely. Because on Wikipedia it says all of the good games are going to be played on Monday. So if all the good games are going to be played on Monday, maybe we don't even go live. Day 1 check-in. Surely there's a practice. Okay. This is just all the attendees. Justin's going to be there. No, they don't have a practice yet. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see the practice. Maybe it's interesting. Maybe they're like, maybe they're not streaming it. I honestly don't know. Okay, we've got a match. Yeah. Well, after marbles, of course. All right, let's run marbles. The mob just asked me if we're playing right now, and I said, well, after marbles, of course, because I know he would understand. Question is, does he get here in time to type exclamation point play? Probably not. Uh-oh, I'm bugged. Put a tab out and back in. Let's fix it. Oh, Goalie Sand is into the YouTube. I'm here to replace Zimmer Boost. Nope, Zimmer Boost got banned again. Vacuous got him. We let him back. Vacuous had enough. Yo, the super chats. $2. Fear, why was I banned in Twitch again? Because Vacuous is a mod and he wanted you banned. And unfortunately, you're not going to be able to have a bread off with him. If you're going to have a whose bag is deeper in terms of donations, I'm not sure you're going to be able to beat him. But thank you for the $2 super chat. Sakarver, G.A. Argoso, Strikers Mojo. Oh, Afterpone. He's hacking. Beastin! Wait, oh, Beastin was moving too fast. Ended up dying. Afterpone gonna be your head moderator and your mommy? Oh no, chat. You gotta do something about this. This is too much power for one man. Okay, you're good. You're probably fine. Max Steel will probably instead be your mom. Max Steel, the monarch of marbles. I think we have a new mom. Sorry, I can't tab away. Something is broken with marbles.
GG, I was glad to be Chat's mommy.
Okay. New mom, Max Steel. I think I had to change something in my settings. I think I gotta go back to windowed or something. Window could actually be insane. Could be the tech. Back in his parents passed away, and since he's an only child, he got all the inheritance and spends his life sitting in the basement. That's what you said before. This is an old Zimmy message. Find a new one. Find a new angle. OM Josh? Ooh, the old mommy almost got last. But the actual last place is our the guy who kicked off the hype train. I'm pretty sure he kicked it off. It was his sub, his brand new Prime. And what are we gonna do to him? We are gonna introduce him to the community by banning him for 2 weeks. Sorry, brother. Can't be losing marbles. It's unforgivable. It is truly unforgivable. Okay. We have a match, chat. Courtesy of all of your lovely, lovely kindness. We're going to run a little Osofterson versus a little Mobbertson. That's right, we brought out the big guns in securing matches, the mob, who can all but guarantee you get a match every time. Still in game? Yeah, no problem. Osof's still in game for 3 minutes. You guys know what that means. 3 minutes of ads. Osof versus the mob. I don't care how you ever struggle getting matches when you have the mock and the mob. Okay, chat. I hate to do this, but I'm going to. And the reason why I feel okay saying it is because Moxie was on stream, and he leaked everything I was asking him anyways. We got our first denial for a show match from the mock in years. When's the last time I've genuinely, like, not just he couldn't do, like, sometimes he'll say no because he couldn't do it, but this is the first time in maybe years that I think he could have done it, and he still didn't. Okay, give me a second, guys. I have decided to keep them hostage in the room. Who wants what color? Right now I got O-Soft on the blue. But I think I'm gonna swap that, right? The O-Soft German flag feels a bit orange to me versus the Red Mob white and red. Why does that feel more blue? I honestly don't know. Wait, is Fear leaning into it? Meme's dead? You were telling us about Moxie denying you pleasure? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Moxie didn't want to play a match today. I asked him. I said, hey, you want to play against Warden? And he said, no, I don't think so. And I said, what? I didn't think this was possible. Mock is on a hard losing streak. POV, you're so good that when you're on a hard losing streak, you fall all the way to number 3 in the world. Must be tough. Must be tough. I fall a bit farther than number 3 in the world when I have a losing streak. Mustaches are the opposite of Biss. Okay, I put Red Mob on blue. I'm great at predicting stuff like that. We ready? Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, we're just gonna have that a lot. That's just gonna be that's just gonna be part of the stream today. So I hope you guys like it. Might just like sit him in my lap or something. Could actually be the tech. It's low-key better here. You can say what you want and not get instantly banned. Zimmy on chatting in the YouTube chat. Help me commentate the match. I need your help commentating the game. A match that only Fear Dog Jr. could cast. He says, bark, 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 bark. Imagine he decides right then to bark when I just have him straight into the mic. Okay, they're ready. They're ready, I'm ready, chat's ready. Just get all snug, dude. Get nice and snug. All right. Chat, here we go. It's Red Mob and Osoft, a matchup we were robbed of in RLCS 1v1. Red Mob got eliminated from RLCS 1v1 with losses to Moxie and Nas. Very respectable losses as Red Mob trying to push his way up into the upper echelons of EU 1v1. So we never got to see him against Osoft, who was eliminated by Nas. So both these guys lost to Nas. I think Osoft only lost to Nas because he made it all the way to that top 4 semifinal where he was eliminated. So didn't get the opportunity to have 2 lives. Got his only one. But now we're going to see how these guys may have played against each other if they had lined up against each other on the field. Maybe a chance for Red Mob to say, I'm not top 6. I just got a bad draw. I'm top 4. And I can take Osoft down. This could be his opportunity to do exactly that. Either one of them able to score, though, in the first minutes as Red Mob air dribbles in order to try and go for a bump. He did get to play Zen himself, so Osoft, got deeper into the tournament because of that win over Zen. Red Mob actually played Zen in the RLCS 1s as well. He played them in the Swiss stage, the 3-0 stage, or the stage where you try and go 3-0. Played him in the best of 5 and lost game 5. So Zen did get to work through the Swiss a little bit cleaner than Red Mob. And therefore, you could argue Osoft could use that as his argument for why he's top 4. He beat Zen, Red Mob didn't. And Osoft even did it in a 7-game series. Nobody's scoring yet, though. Very unorthodox for a 1v1 game. Finally, it'll be Red Mob who launches a shot the length of the field. Osoft has been interested in playing matches and getting more games in. He says it's more fun than ranked. And that works out well for me. So I'm glad to have him here. Red Mob gonna get a second now as he makes it 2-0. I wasn't sure if the 1v1 scene was gonna go into, what's the word I'm looking for? Long sleep, chat. You surely know what I'm... Hibernation! Hibernation. I got it before chat told me, for the record, while we waited for, the RLCS 1's Worlds. But it seems like a couple of the grinders going into the 1's tournaments, the guys with a little bit more to prove, still interested in refining their game, maybe usurping those top players next time around, as well as, Warden, who has just been playing a really exciting 1v1 as of late. Has people locked in. Osoft jumps up and gets dunked back down. He's going to get 2 goals to bring us back to equal. Osoft resets, carries this one away. He is using the meta boost. I say meta. I don't know how many people have necessarily, caught on to this, as Red Mob's going to die in what would have been a touch to probably get a goal. Instead, it'll go the other way. Red Mob respawns. He picks the right spawn, cuts across the net, makes the play, wants a musty. That is nothing, but it's actually the right amount of nothing. If he had launched it harder, he would have been in more trouble. But because it was so soft, he could land back down and kind of protect it a little bit. Wave that shot, not in, as Osoft now taking control. Red Mob guarding the midfield line, looking to try and keep it in play. And even though he does get forced back, he will win a nice 50, and Osoft is not even going to come, so Red Mob will slow it down to the goal line. He did not quite stop it, so Osoft did not have to go all the way back. Red Mob trying to side flip a shot on target. Osoft will take up the side wall. First touch reset. Pre flips back to the ball. Can he get a double here? I don't think he can. If he got a bounce off the post, maybe. But it's into the corner. So Osoft still looking to get his aerial game going. Red Mob will delete him. Osoft's going to try and spawn close eye. Oh, no, he spawned on the other side. I mean, Is that the right choice? Why not spawn right in front of the play here? Why pick the other side? Would he not have been, you know, a lot closer to this? Maybe even bump Red Mob or like bump the ball, throw something off as opposed to just getting the ball popped over the top of him, I guess. We'll never know. Osoft needs to get the aerial game going. Like he hasn't really gotten it so far. Only 2 goals. Didn't get a lot out of that air dribble. And Red Mob has grabbed boost and put himself in a position to very likely stop this attack and then also gain control of the ball, which is going to take a very long time, which is not good for an Osoft who needs to score. And in fact, Red Mob even plays keep away because that was the moment there where possession was switching over and Osofts tried to dive in, didn't work. Game number 1 going to Red Mob. Dog Fear is trying to walk onto the keyboard. You cannot do that, Mr. Dog Fear, but you do have to stay in my lap so we can get a bark directly into the mic. Game number 2. Red Mob and Osoft. Nice to be nice. Maybe the 46 months prime. Red Mob, no reset. Absolute scam of a setup there. Red Mob had a question. Wait, did he have a question in in-game chat or did he have a question in Twitch chat? How long the series is before last match ended? Oh, and I just egoed him. Classic Fear, dude. Type 1 if you miss old Fear. Who would never have egoed Red Mob. Osoft for the wave dash fake. The overlay says 5, by the way. I say that because, I mean, we didn't really decide. Okay, Osoft wants 5 as well. Osoft's flick denied. Really strong save there from Red Mob. Osoft, do it! I didn't even try. He was trying to actually just slow the ball down by getting his wheels on the ball for a reset. Red Mob flick, crossbar down and out. But eventually gets the goal. Very low scoring. Old Fear looked like any default bald character. You're not going to believe this. Old Fear had hair. I know. Adding even more things to Old Fear's repertoire. Nope, let's just take that word out of the dictionary. Too hard to say. Red Mob's got a wide open nets. I kind of wish Red Mob had just stuck with the, what do you call the Timu Sky Blue Affluenter instead of morphing onto the one that everybody uses. Delay kickoff from Red Mob. Gets a chip up, trying to snipe bottom right corner. Repertoire. Oh. Nailed it, dude. I don't know how to spell it, I think is a problem. So then how can you say it in your head if you can't spell it? Red Mob spawning perfectly. Able to get the boost and the double to make it 3-2. Say Tortoise. Nailed it. We have tons of tortai in the desert. Red Mob flying back down after the bump to keep the ball in front of the nets. Say rendezvous? These are jokes of words. They barely count. Red Mob off the ceiling. Nice adjustments. 4-2 for the Mob. The Mob is looking like a really strong 1 versus 1 player. He even has strong wins against the best players. It just feels like RLCS happened maybe just like a little bit too soon. If Red Mob could have had the chance to grind just a little bit more, maybe he could take down some games against the Nasses and the Moxies of the world that he wasn't able to this time around. Red Mob gets this dunked off the top of his car. Ossoff did not pick up this corner boost though, so Red Mob gonna be in a great position, although he kind of handed it away. What a save! No way he has to follow up. Absolutely no way he has to follow up. Red Mob delays the kickoff and cheeses it, gets the nice one from Osoft. Or I should say fake it. I was reading a question about the Discord. How do you create a Discord link that doesn't just die? I swear I've marked every single one like infinitely stay alive, never die, and they all just die. Red Mob on the bounce. Trying to take a float up air roll shot. He'll control this into the corner. Doesn't really need to go the distance. He might try to, but in this position, he's winning by so much. He did so well to protect that ball there. He got Osoft to back off and then jumps up to stick with it. Osoft, air dribble cringe will work. So Osoft within 2 with 41 seconds, more than enough time. Red Mob throwing a soft shot at nets. Knows that it's going to become an Osoft possession, but gives himself time to get boost. Osoft, what a shot. It's just a bit too much power. Red Mob waits it out. Recognized that was too high. He's going to cut it on the goal line to secure the game win. Waste a couple more seconds. Osoft does creep in to force him to score, but I think we're going to need to see 3 direct kickoff wins if we want to actually see him come back in this game, and instead it's going to be Red Mob getting one of those wins that he needed to get. So that's probably a GG's, or next I should say, not GG's. And there it is, the next call. He has had enough of game number 2. Red Mob looking strong. The only guy to beat Warden recently is trying to back that up more with a win against Osoft. Do you think you can get Zen or Ross to go against each other? No, I don't. Game number 3. Osoft throwing in a delay. And wow, Red Mob just pre-flipped back in front of the ball. Didn't make contact with the ball or Osoft, but just put himself in the line of sight for Osoft to get his goal. And was able to stop it, and now he's just being a pest here. He's going to get the first goal. My goodness, Red Mob. Done. Done like... What does that mean? Done like Red Mob has 4 minutes and 43 seconds to hit a pogo? Or done like you're done? Like done like I'm done with the game? Did you just beat Red Mob at his own game? The typing game. He said the word done, but in a different context, I would have interpreted it as a forfeit, I imagine, if we were like deeper into the game or something. But the first goal in 20 seconds, it wasn't clearly enough of a forfeit, and it does seem to be still playing. I think Ossoff needs to hit a clip. That's the only way to surge back into a show match. If Ossoff just like bang, bang, reset, 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 pogo, quad reset, musty, and he scores, then he's like, wait a second, I can cook. Anyone can cook, in fact. But if he's not able to do that, I'm not sure there's anything else that has the same kind of mental, gain. Maybe seeing Red Mob make a big mistake also helps as well. If Red Mob could just mess up and seem human like this is helpful. Ossoff gonna walk it in. Red Mob's been playing well, but not too well, to keep, every open net closed. Delay kick out from Red Mob. Tell you what that's not good for is the opponent's mental. Cheesing kickoffs like that and scoring on kickoff, that's a good way to secure your mental lead. Red Mob muscles Ossoff up the boost. Does not get a reset anywhere, just takes it straight to nets. Seemed like he was maybe going to ceiling for a second, but does just dribble it towards the net. Red Mob trying to psycho off the fake kickoff. Imagine. Buñuel, maybe the 7 months prime. There's the psycho. Red Mob with the stream open, let's be honest. Ossoff's wave dash, or sorry, reset shot, top right. Red Mob getting a useless reset. Ooh, almost punished Ossoff for the pre-jump. He tried to power the ball forward and put him out of position. Using his jump to force himself down to the ground now. Waiting for a chance to strike. That is a tilter. Oh, and then Ossoff own goals it. I don't know if he forced him to own goal it necessarily, but Ossoff did not get a big enough clear and then flipped back. Because he said done earlier, I'm trying not to watch any of his mistakes. Help him bring his own, mental back into it. Ossoff ground pinch. Oh, the reset ground pinch. Oh, why did Red Mob not try and save it? Didn't it seem like it was savable? Ossoff shoots this. Red Mob, he didn't even turn in, but I don't know, maybe not. Delay wave dash kickoff for the Mob. Gets his 2-goal lead back. Red Mob. Oh my goodness, Red Mob, dude. Red Mob is moving out here. Passing himself off the ceiling and then doubles us off of such a tough angle to get the goal. Ridiculous shot from Red Mob. Red Mob 180 behind the ball and then flicking this out away from Ossoft. It's unorthodox movement. It tricks Ossoft into diving in. Now with 1:30 left. Chat is spamming done now. Red Mob makes it an 8th. Red Mob right now playing for that pogo time. Will Ossoft give it to him? Oh, The hug reset. You love to see it. Red Mob. Backflip reset. Double reset. Osop cleans it up. Easy. Ooh, what a flick. That's a great shot from Osoft. Red Mob drops him the nice one, which is a dangerous thing to do. Great pass. Oh my goodness! Osoft! You thought he was down and out. He's still got a little spice left in him. The great pass. Oh, Red Mob instantly fakes him. Did he try and fake him again? Was that an attempt at a double fake? Osoft has a minute to get 4 goals. Red Mob into the air. Ceiling reset. Got nothing. Can Osoft double it? He cannot. That's an interesting play from the Mob. Gonna allow Osoft a chance here. Osoft not doing well to protect the ball though. This one doesn't have a ton of time. He needs to score quickly. Cannot walk around the field with possession. And can't really even afford to just like wait to challenge here. He kind of just needs to challenge yesterday. Oh, Red Mob gives him the ball though. So maybe he will get the first of what needs to be 4 goals. Reset 50. Oh my goodness, denied somehow, some way. Red Mob gets it into the crossbar and out. And there's the GGs. He did waste Red Mob's potential pogo time. And Red Mob's not going to score. Is he going to try and get a pogo anyways? 0 seconds. Osoft's still in the map though. Could stop him from doing it. He's jumped up. Yep. Oh my goodness. The nice one, he says, as he goes and bumps him in the air as Red Mob was trying to get presumably a pogo, because Red Mob knows that's what we usually do. GG's. Thanks for playing. Got anyone else? Oh my goodness. Let's see. He wants more gaming, dude. The Mob is just insane. The Mob is just insane. Listen, Mr. Person who just DM'd me about playing a match. Do you think you could take the Mob? He's untouchable. He truly cannot be touched. Let him play Nas. The Mob did play Nas, to be fair. Gunther saved the 10 months tier 2, dude. Our resident tier 2er. You love to see it. Let me do a little look-sees through. Osofterl in the chat. RL Drew, they've been 24 months tier 1. Osofterl. Surely you don't respond to the trolls in the chat. Top 6 into serious RLCS. They have the 24 months RL Drew. Okay, no. Who's good? The problem is Mob is getting too good. You know what I mean? So you can't just like, you know, throw him against anybody. Because he's just too good. Ooh, I wonder if this guy wants to play though. That could be sick. I don't know if these guys have played recently. Oh, wait, he's displaying offline. So maybe the guy doesn't want to play. Let me use my YouTube method to find out if these guys have played before. You'd think Red Mob would have played against everybody at this point. But maybe not. Okay, this guy is displaying offline though. So I don't know what the chances are. I see him in game creeping it on him via Epic. Epic doesn't let you display offline. What's that? You want it to not exist? Sorry. Epic Games spies on you. Okay, I think this is probably the last good option. This guy that I have just asked. And if he's down, I'm down, dude. But he is displaying offline. So probably what we should do is just invite him anyways. Right? Rada Warden Aban? Fear is the gatekeeper of top 100 1v1 show matches. Wait, why am I the gatekeeper? When the next game? Soon, dude. Soon. Play some marbles. Chat, you guys want to queue it up? Are you trying to tell me that you want to queue it up? Wait, why didn't you say so? You should have said that so long ago. Queue it up. My daughter watching the stream with me, he's bald. Awesome. It's true. It's true. I have but no hair. Sometimes my son gets worried that he won't have hair. All right, screw it. I'm just gonna invite this dude. Wait, do we think this is him? Could this be someone else? Using his name? Surely not. Surely that makes no sense. Well, let me make sure Mob would be down to play this guy. In case he does respond. Da-ba-da-ba-dum. Scanner, you got a time. Exclamation point play. Screw it. I'm gonna invite this random person who has his name to the party. Okay, it did connect to his Steam. We'll see what happens. Chat, I'm getting spicy nowadays, dude. I'm throwing in in-game invites. Getting cranky in my old age. I have no patience. I need you to recognize my message right away. Old Fear never would have sent an invite. Fear is done. That's it. That's over for me. People are going to be unadding me from their friends list to get away from the invites. I'm still hoping that after EWC, it's going to be possible to run a Basically the equivalent to Nupo versus Moxie challenge. Is Mob about to become the Mob? Surely the Mob is inside this marbles race. Surely he's also subscribed so I can look through just the blue names. Or is he a VIP? Should I look for a pink name? Or is he just a normal white name? Peasant. Is he in chat? Is there a way to like snap to somebody and search for them? He's pink? Ah, there he is. Reb Mobberl. Reb Mobberl. Okay, we got the decline. To be fair, he was displaying offline probably for a reason. Probably for a reason. Maybe shouldn't have invited the guy displaying offline who wants to display offline. We're probably not friends anymore. He probably hates me. Let's see. Who could want to play? I keep sending messages to Red Mob as if he doesn't have the stream open. I think it's cooked. I think it's cooked for today, the Mob. I think this is going to be a marbles race and then an offline situation. I think that's what it's going to be. Just a bit too good at the game. All right. Shall we run the marbles? Let's do it. Hello? Are we effing? YouTube? Died for a second? No. Dude, something about my settings changed with... I need to fix it. Sorry, mid-race. What if we went windowed? Apply. Is it still good for you guys? Do you guys still see everything? Wait, not main menu. Just take me out of... Dude, this still isn't good. Dude, I don't like the updates they made. This is the record marble. Red Mobberl is in the top 10. I forgot how to fix this, but I can't like... I can't mouse away from the game without alt-tabbing. That is my issue. I guess I could hit escape, but I don't like to have to hit escape either. I wonder if there's a button I can press that I just haven't figured out. For example, I had to alt-tab to go switch my tabs to be able to see you guys again. Alt F4? Red Mob? Oh my goodness, dude. Red Mob in the top 3. Red Mob in the top 3. He's good at every game. How is he good at the RNG game too? What if instead of calling Mob Red Mobberl, we call him Marlboro Red? Nope, Red Mobberl is fine. Because it kind of sounds like marble, and it's also how his name is spelled. Just Federer fan? Surely it's unchokable. Surely it's unchokable. Surely you don't let Red Mob beat you. Wait, Urenster? Can Red Mob get a final line somehow better than these guys? I just don't see a way it's possible. Urenster! Congratulations. Now, how do I tab out of it? I guess I can just pull up the menu like that. Top 3, we take it. Urenster. Congratulations on your brand new subscription to the channel. Follower since 2021. That's the OG. 5 years. Sheesh. Should I use this time to go through the settings? No, we got to see who's losing first. But I really want to figure out the settings. Looks like gonna be man 84. Mouse and keyboard. Is there some way to be like marble up? I don't know, dude. Discard and exit. Is it gonna be null? Null 10? No, it isn't. It's gonna be whoever finished before null 10, which is, oh my goodness, literally everyone finished but null 10 died to the fire. He's the only one. Glass 12. I'm first in being last. You are. Not me, man. How? Sorry. You were indeed first at being last. Chats! Couple matches today. We need more marbles. Red Mob has an important chat. Is that what he said? Slash user Reb Mob our roll. Reb Mob roll says we need Moreau marbles. GG's chatters. Or frick Feer. Yeah, you can frick Feer. You can frick Feer. That's fine with me. I had a good time today. Hopefully you guys did as well. We had a couple good matches. We're gonna make it to 2 hours because we'll run 3 minutes of ads and then we'll make it to 2 hours. So we're not underworking. We're overworking really when you think about it. With a big 2-hour stream. Hopefully more matches tomorrow from guys who are playing in the RLCS 1 versus 1. I think that we're gonna have a chance with some of them, but you never know. All right, chat. GG's. Hope you had fun today. I know I did. That Warden guy's fun to watch, isn't he? We even got a Red Mob game in. That's how you know it's a Fear stream. Chat time done, because we're done.